Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Through the Ages. Now, last time we did a bunch of work in the museum, and in my free time, we have done some more, but I want to start off by showing, I think there's a spider somewhere. It's in here. It's got to be in here. Where is that spider? That spider was too annoying to be left alive. And here we are. So this is the farm. Or, this was the farm. Well, it still technically is, but this is where we keep all our animals. There's like a little... I plan to make a desert village and like another village over here surrounding the area with the swamp in between. But this kind of died after the sawmill. Like, we got the sawmill put up in 1.7.10. And you can see that we just did a little sawmill design, like, oh, look, it's cutting the wood, you know, everything. We put the farm over. The farm used to be where the brewery or the vineyard is. The farm used to be there, and it was the skateboard memorial farm for the horse skateboard that died tragically somewhere around here from drowning. But we moved it over here, and we built this little area, and I never really liked it. Like, it was a quick build. It was just something to, like, a placeholder. We never got around to it. We built it in 1.12.2. Wow, actually, dang, this farm has been here a while. I thought it was a little bit after that, but at 1.12.2 we built the farm. Sorry, it's like so loud. And cave noise. But I tore it down. Tore the farm down. We also have this chicken coop around the same time built. It gets the eggs and captures the eggs and takes them to this chest, but this chest has been filled for like 30 some years probably. But yeah, so this is where the barn used to be. I want to build a new barn eventually. Maybe not today on this episode, but eventually I want a new barn, and I thought, you know what, a good way to motivate myself to do it is to just destroy the barn entirely. I also want an automatic wool farm with that barn, because we have a lot of banners to make. A lot of them. This is the... Let me take this out. This is my, like, extra. But this is the banner I designed for the swamp. As you can see, it's like the swamp water, and then the sky going up, and the sun in the middle. I thought it was a pretty good design. Oh my god, there's like 30,000 noises all around me. And I designed that a while ago, actually. It was originally designed and going to be used for the lampposts, but I never got around to doing it, like, in this world. So, if we head over here and... Actually, I need to... .22 is a good... I need to turn down the render distance just to... The recording software with the render distance sometimes conflict, and it doesn't make for a good time. But as you can see, it is finished over there. We have ultimately finished it. I think I'm not sure if there's anything left to do. I actually think it's entirely done. And we'll do a full tour of that today. But the next thing I'm going to work on is, there is this, like, piano thing. I think this was an episode a while ago, but that's what the piano sounds like. It sounds like you're just, like, banging on keys. Eventually, I think next episode I want to work on redoing the redstone for that, as well as, again, I need an auto wool farm, which I hope the barn can double as for me. Those two things going off would just make my life a whole lot easier. Hold on. I hope you guys liked the montage yesterday of the thing. And so, if you didn't know, I do streams sometimes, and on those streams, if you donate any amount of money, whether it be $1 or $1,000, you get to name a animal in the entire thing, or name any mob in the entire thing. If you want to name a dog, you can name a dog, as long as it's no renames. There's someone paid to name a cat. You can name an iron golem, you know, all this stuff you can name. A villager, it could be your name, it could be any name you want it to be, as long as it's, you know, appropriate. And a while back, we named a pig over there, Officer Brown. Someone asked to name the pig. And then recently, I had lost it. I could not find it. Like, oh, let me put my wings on real quick. I named it right over where this hill used to be. Used to be a hill up where here I've been slowly terraforming, and I could not find it. I looked all over, could not find it after the stream. It was gone, and I recently found it Right there. It was right there. I'm like, oh, there's a pig. Let me look at that. There's also a skeleton horse in there. Did you guys just... That's, the arrow went in between the molecules. And that one just spawned right in front of me. What's going on? That's odd. But yeah, so... Get my bed out. We found him and took him back, and now Officer Brown is going to reside. Quickly get a little sleep in. Right here. Here he is. Here is Officer Brown the pig. Hopefully we'll... I almost made a grave for him. I almost did. But not today. So let's go over some of the things we did since the last episode. Not too much. The one main thing is that... So I didn't show this last time because I'm still working on it. Okay. But this is the Natural History Museum. We've all seen this. You saw the walls. But we are doing... we're getting prepared for the 1.16 update, as well as the 1.17 and 18 update. I'm probably going to, honest to God, I'm going to skip the 1.17 update, since it's like a part 1 of like an update. I'm just probably going to wait till the 1.17, and 1.16 is going to give me more than enough to do, like, in the meantime. But, so this is going to be the part of the Natural History Museum that is the, over here will be the caves and cliffs, and on this side will be the nether biomes, and we're gonna put both of these in. I actually had a really cool idea that, like, right here we make it like an unlit portal and put some purple glass in it so it looks like you're stepping into the nether to, like, see all this stuff. But right now it's just the carving process. These aren't, like, I left these there as like a simple, like, hey, these are what's going to be like there, but we'll replace them with stone. I just want to get like the bones in. But yeah, this will be the cave, the, you know, the lush caves, the dripstone caves, underdark, all that kind of stuff will be over here, and the block showcase will be over there. Same with this. We're gonna have the warped and crimson forests, the red and blue forests. We'll have the nether wastes. We'll have the soul sand valleys, the lava deltas, as well as the structures that appear in them, like that we'll have a bastion and a nether fortress. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun. I may extend this longer depending on how much we need. We may also turn the corner because we're following the above. As you can see, this is where the above is, and we're probably just gonna put the lights exactly where they are in here. So there's that, and it's gonna have 2 staircases going down to it. But that's what's working on there. That's like in the process of. If we go out here, I want to give you a little progress update on the Enchanted Library, or Enchanted Library? I think it's called the Enchanted Library. But the underneath of that will be coming down here. So this is like really good. Like I got the first layer done. It took a lot of wood to get all this in. But right now we're just working a lot on the bookshelves, and I've been working on these like little stairs and everything. But it's just the amount of bookshelves we need. I'm not going to go down to like the 2nd level until I have at least the 1st level finished. So yeah, we're just waiting on getting a million bookshelves, and we'll also have the bookshelves that are going in here. I'm thinking about how we do like the staircase to get down. I don't want to carve out a new area to like go down. I think what we're going to do is have like 3 main pillars. So a pillar here, and a pillar here, like huge circular pillars with spiral staircases, and then this, going out of this, will like go over and connect with them. Because as you can see, it's connected up to that side too. But yeah, so that is how that's going. Still have a lot of work to do there. It's just a lot of books. I mean, the sugarcane is the biggest issue. I mean, we have a lot, but it's most of it I get is from manual collection. A lot of it's not from like an auto farm, and especially because I also need paper for maps. It's like I just need the most paper ever. I may look into how to design a really good sugarcane farm that's like big to get a lot of good sugar, because I know there's even some like game breaking, like 0-tick stuff you can do to get sugarcane, and I think using exploits is allowed. I don't think duping exploits is really allowed, but I think when it comes to like auto farms, if that exists, I think it's okay for us to use that. Then as you can see right here, this is what I'm talking about, the new banners. So this is how I originally designed these lanterns in my test world, with these banners on the sides, and it looks really nice. It's like, this is the banner of the swamp biome. This is like the swamp biome banner, excuse me. And yeah, so we don't have a lot to do on the to-do board, but now let's go into, I think that's everything I've worked on in the meantime. Let's go into the museum tour. Oh my god. Do I have? Yeah, I got many. Okay. So these guys are here. Strength that mouth. I will go refill that. And then, you know what? About this is, you know, a hardcore world. Like, I only have one life on here. And I've been going through the ages. You know, that's the whole premise of all this. We'll go on a little tangent while we get milk. Oh. But the one thing is, like, you gotta come prepared. Like, I don't think hardcore necessarily is, like, that difficult. It's just knowing, like, it's being prepared and being ready, whether it be, like, having enchanted and golden apples on me all times, always holding a totem of undying, having my little pack that has, like, everything I could ever need, sleeping through every night as most as I can. I really hate these ominous banners. I really do. Which is for me to be prepared. And, like, even having all this stuff on my armor, it's like, it's hard to kill me right now. I think even in, like, I went to the end to get the chorus plants, and I had a close call. But that close call was maybe I lost 3 hearts. It wasn't really a close call. I think a close call actually would be, you know, the loss of, what do you call it? The loss of, like, all my hearts, where I have to use a totem, and then, like, I get out of it. I think that would be more, you know, similar to a close call than anything. But really, I think that if you're having a little trouble, like, having bored with Minecraft, or, like, you know, you're not, like, into it, try a hardcore world. Just try it out. I think it's very helpful. I mean, like, it's a challenge, for sure. And I definitely say, like, it was way more challenging before than it was now. Like, I mean, when I got in here, if I was trying to fly. If I have some screenshots of it, I think I have, like, one. Like, I have a single screenshot of it. But when I started this world, that enchanted library was made out of wood, and I needed 50 levels. 50 to get a, like, single enchantment. And if it wasn't like that, I'll tell you the story inside. It's of the cursed enchanting table. But okay, let's head in and start this tour. So this is now the Barley Memorial Museum, named after one of the dogs who had previously passed away in this world. Barley, one of the first dogs to ever pass away, and I'm like, he never had anything named after him or anything, so it was really sad. And I was like, okay, fine, Barley needs a museum. So this is the Barley Museum. Let's start on the ground floor first. Wow, I can't speak today. But we have these redstone lamp designs. There's one up there. I was going to use the whole place with these, like, the levers being the, you know, holding the lamp up, because that does work. It's not the worst. But I ended up going with the daylight sensors with the stairs underneath. I thought it just made a better look. And then, so, because it's so, like, natural lighted in here, you really won't have these turn on until night, which we'll probably experience. So let's go this way first. We'll get over there soon. So this is the rarest item in Minecraft, the Minecraft Mojang logo banner. And this you have to use an enchanted golden apple to make. So it is, like, one of the most rarest banners. And I made it when it was the actual rarest item before the banner update, where you had to consume whatever you're using to make the pattern. Like, on everyone. This is an end city banner. This is the ones you find in the end cities to prove that I went there. What? Wow, there's a cave under here. We'll get to this in a second. Or we'll get to it now. But this is the Bane of Enchanting. It's a enchanting table cursed by spiders. Let's see. It probably isn't anymore. But back in the day when I was first... This is the first enchanting table I've ever, like, made. And when I made it and put it and was enchanting everything, I enchanted maybe 4 or 5 diamond swords. And that's how I got the first blade. And they all kept coming out Bane of Arthropods. Every single one. And I was so devastated. Because it's like Bane of Arthropods, Bane of Arthropods, Bane of Arthropods, Bane of Arthropods. So, yeah, it was really frustrating because, like, even now, like, 30 levels wouldn't cut it, and it used all 50. Back in the day, it used all 50. But that is the enchanted table cursed by spiders. It only stopped when I literally removed this table, made an entirely new one, and then this one went to the museum. There's also a skeleton and a spider somewhere. It's really annoying. But, okay, so here's a full set of leather armor, iron armor, gold, diamond, and I have a spot for netherite. Are they under this? They're under here. So, but yeah, I ended up just thinking, like, let's put a single set of every armor in here just to be cool, just to fill up some space. And then here we have the full set of chainmail, which it was rare back in the day because it was unobtainable other than killing by mobs. I think sometimes it comes in chests now, but still the main place you get them is from mob farms and stuff, where they come and drop that armor. But this is a fully repaired set too, so I really was like, this gotta go in the museum back in the day. But then this is the new one. This is a full set of diamond enchanted armor. This is the first, like, set I made and fully enchanted. It's not this set. This set technically is the fully enchanted set. This one is missing thorns and everything, but I made this before thorns was an enchantment, and I could not add any more to it. This was strategically made to, you know, have everything on it. And then finally, a turtle shell helmet. I mean, I like the turtle shell helmet. I think it's a cool thing. I think it's a cool thing to have. It's definitely one that was on my list of things to finish. But, I mean, it needs, like, a full set. Or it needs a mismatch armor. Like, there needs to be more stuff like the turtle shell helmet. Because I believe what the turtle shell helmet does is, yeah, it gives you this water breathing. You can infinitely breathe underwater with this helmet on. Oh, that makes a cool noise, too. Oh. Does it make that? Oh, yeah, that does make a cool noise. And, I mean, it is one less armor than diamond. So it's like, I think it's as good as, like, iron or gold, but it lasts a little longer. But still, they really need to have some other mismatched sets, like a spider chest blade or, you know, creeper pants, something else to, like, add to the whole thing. Now, here we have the dragon's head, which just actually has a date on it. I started, for some of these, I started putting dates on them, and if I get new stuff, I will end up putting dates on them. But this was 9/9/20, almost a full year ago, because at the time of recording this, I think it's like, it is the 8/23/20. So, yeah, well, here's a dragon's head. Got that 9/9/20. And then over here, we have the Ender Dragon egg, which this is required much later on. The head was acquired much later on than this because those were not added in by the time I killed the dragon. So this is the original dragon egg. If you have a keen eye or you watch my streams, you sometimes see that my, like, extra chest has extra of these eggs. There's like 9 of them. That was from, I did at one point have this place modded. I think it was around 1.7.10. This world was modded, but I only added, I added in a dungeon mod that didn't change, like, no blocks were added. It was all, like, vanilla changes, basically. And those dungeons were, like, filled with, like, random items. And we'll go exploring one of them eventually. I mean, I'm not sure if they work anymore. I'm worried because it had, like, custom creepers and it was hardcore. So I only, like, cleared, like, a couple levels of one and then quit. Okay, you're just gonna walk in here? You didn't even pay the admission fee? I'm nervous of these guys. But yes, so Ender Dragon Egg 1.13.2. Oh, wait, sorry. 1.3.2. That's an oldie. Not 13, 3. But yeah, this is the original egg. I even made sure not to get it mixed up with any of those. Like, it never entered the stack of those. Now, over here, to finish the banners off, we have the, you know, the ominous banner. I thought putting it in here because it is one of the banners that the game produces. Like, I think these 3 banners are the only ones the game produces. Like, the End City, the ominous banner, and then the Woodland Mansion banner. But yeah, now we're entering the Hall of Rare Items. So, you may think a pufferfish or a clownfish or tropical fish aren't rare items, but lo and behold, back in the day they were. Like, these were rare, you can only get them from fishing, they were rare drops from fishing, and they didn't have any use. Well, the pufferfish did water breathing eventually, but I think when they were added in, they didn't have any use. So originally they were rare, and they got added to the museum because of that, but now they're a little less rare. You can find them in the oceans. Any tropical fish you kill drops this guy, and any pufferfish, you know, they're very common now. But back in the day, they were some rare items, and there's a lot of stuff like that in here that's like once was rare but isn't anymore. The music disc 11 I consider to be like not the rarest disc because they all have like an equal chance of dropping from a skeleton killing a creeper, and I did get all the music discs, like I do have every single one, but music disc 11 is probably like the scariest one, I guess. Like it's creepy, it's ominous, and I don't like playing it. I think I only have one too, so it got added to the museum. And then a shulker's shell. This was more of a symbolic addition to the museum. It says like never going to the end again, and it's true because after getting all of these for my shulkers, and there's a couple of my ender chests out there too, I never want to go back. I have gone back, so this is a lie of a statement, but I really just I don't want to ever again. Like, this sucks. Getting an end city and everything sucks. Looking at an enderman sucks. Like, I have to remove half my armor for this thing. Like, look at that. I'm 4 armor points down from this. And this doesn't allow you to have protection on it either, so it's even more damage, you know, lost and allocated. And then if you come over here, away from there, this is a notch apple, and when it was added to the museum, it was called a notch apple. They were at one point craftable, and that is where I got many of these. I have found a few in chests since, but I think I found like 2 in chests. But back in the day, you could craft them with gold blocks around an apple, so I crafted like 20. Like, I'm down. But it was called a notch apple down there, and so the original signs, all these are original signs. Like, when they were added, I kept the typos in and everything, if there are any. I think there's some weird capitalization if you look at them, but I kept in the original things, so I had them all screenshotted. But this one I added that it's the golden apple now, or it's technically the enchanted golden apple, but that's not gonna fit on a sign, guys. So, and then I originally wrote just, it's good. Don't know why. 2 or 3 years ago, I wrote just, it's good. Also, I do like the views out of the museum. I do think the windows are, like, cool. I always liked the yellow glass. But now, continuing on from the story of the enchanted table, we have the unique item, because this is what I labeled them, the first blade. So this is the first blade. Let's see if we can, let's take it off real quick and show what it is. So, yeah. That's, what, Bane Arthropod 6? Yeah, knockback 4. So this was a glitched sword. I ended up being able to find an exploit back in the game that allowed you to combine all the swords. Like anything you could combine together to get the max level, whatever. And I used that for a couple of items, and the first blade was one of them. It's why I don't use the first blade anymore. The Wither's Bane is what I use now, and that is the best sword to my liking. I don't like knockback on swords. I think knockback is annoying because it just, like, makes killing enemies harder. But yeah, this is the first diamond sword ever enchanted. It's actually like 5 of them all combined into one, but it is the first diamond sword, like, enchanted and crafted in the world. Like, it is the first blade. Like, I got it, and the moment anvils were a thing, I named it the first blade. But yeah, so, and then over here, just a bottle of enchanting. I thought pretty rare, because it only gets in chests or trading. Back then, it wasn't even in trading. And finally, a Totem of Undying, because that's a pretty rare thing before raids. Now that raids are a thing, I have, like, how many in here? I have, like, 4. So I have 6 in total. But back then, like, I went to the Woodland Mansion, which we could see right here. I went to the Woodland Mansion on 10/7/20. And did the Woodland Explorer map and completed it. I ended up putting a beacon on the roof, which was funny, to, like, give me resistance and healing. Again, just gotta think smart in hardcore. If you have a beacon, use it. But I ended up doing the whole thing, and nothing respawns in these things. Like, back in I may be different now, but back then there was, like, 2 evokers that were in this place, and you killed an evoker and it dropped one, and that was it. Like, that's how you got Totems of Undying. Now you can get a raid and really call whoever you want to give you a Totem of Undying. Like, you can infinitely get them. People farm them. This also was the first buried treasure map, 11/3/20. That was right when I did the ocean update. The update aquatic was 11/3/2020. Well, yeah, these are the first 2 maps I got. Leaving the Hall of Items, we now have the Hall of Rare Blocks, which, again, some of these aren't that rare, but... So first we got some Podzol. That's pretty rare. I mean, back in the day... I keep saying back in the day. Back in the day. Back in my day. No, but a while ago, I believe... I think Podzol... It was added with the update that changed the world, with the world gen and the forest. But it was hard to find one of those forests originally. And now you can just spawn one of those big trees and you get it. Mycelium from the Mushroom Islands. I mean, everyone knows mycelium. I actually, you know, I never realized. I like the texture a lot of this. I think it's probably different than the older texture, but I like that it's like drooping down so much. Like I've broken the, you know, mycelium network up top and it like droops over the block. I like that. I like the texture. Red sand only appears in mesa biome, so I thought that was pretty rare. Packed ice too. I guess blue packed ice is like more rare, but you know, packed ice was back in the day. Packed ice too, I just thought was rarer at the time. Sponge I got in version 1.8.9. That was the update. This dude. Hey, get out of here. Loiterers. So this is actually a petrified wooden slab. So this is the slabs that existed before, back in the day. My God, I gotta stop saying back in the day. Stop saying it. These existed as the wooden slabs before the wooden slabs got changed, and they are broken with a pickaxe, so they're called petrified wooden slabs. Mossy cobblestone used to only be found in dungeons, like this. You couldn't craft it, so this was like the rare of the rare. Same with chiseled stone brick was only found in jungle temples. Jungle temples were the only place you get this with the levers. That's the only place before it was craftable. So yeah, little rare blocks over there, and then finally, if you want to go up the stairs. Okay, thank you, cave noise. God, I hate the cave noises. We have every painting except for one, but I'll get to that. So I also looked at all the names of all of these. So here we have Kong. This is called Mortal Coil with this little skeleton in this fortune cookie. This bow. I don't know. I can't pronounce this. I'm gonna butcher this really bad, but it's Paradistrad. Paradistrad. It's not the right name, but there it is. That's that. Albanian is this one. Target successfully bombed is the official name for this in the files. Don't know why. Maybe it's a CSGO thing or some other video game, because I know a couple of these are CSGO, but Wasteland, again, I just can't make out what it is, but I guess it's a window into a wasteland. But then, so D-Aztec is a map in CSGO, I know. And there's two of these. The other one's over there. But there's two of these D-Aztec because they're both screenshots from that. And then we have a kebab med tray pepperoni. So that is whatever. That's a kebab, I guess. Over here we have the pool, which I actually kind of see this. Like here's the guy and his arm is sticking out and he's like sitting down in the pool. Which I actually can like see that one. This is bonjour, monsieur, oh my God, I can't do French. Bonjour, Monsieur Corbor. Is it like a rhyming thing? Is it Corbet? No idea. This is just white and black pixels. I cannot make anything out of that. But here we have RGB. This little painting with the pig's face in it. We have the pointer. So ninja or karate guy fighting a hand. And then we have the famous skull on fire. And there's a video that I'll see about linking it, where someone has actually found what, like, world this was from. So, like, this, the background was, like, a screenshot from a world. And they used this. Somehow they used this to find the location of where the screenshot was taken for the background. So, that's crazy. Minecraft community is nuts on finding stuff like that. But then, so now we have the other side. And I really wanted to add the paintings always to the museum. I just never had the space, but now I do, which I really like. I really like how it turned out. So we have Seaside, and this is the one. Because there's another picture with the exact same ID, and it's called Seaside as well. It's just instead of a creeper, it's a flower pot. So I like the Seaside with the creeper. I think it's more Minecrafty. But then we have Match. So this is looks like a witch's hand almost, lighting a match. I really like, this one was always cool to me. Moonlight Installation, which is this skeleton head with some flowers, I guess, in the moonlight. This is Graham. Say hello to Graham, everybody. I think that's from a video game, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure. This is the Void. So this is an angel looks like entering the void. Maybe a little fire monster down here. Maybe a blaze. I'm not sure. The void. Here is the stage is set. Yeah, because that's Graham. He's from a video game. Like, this is a video game. I know it's a video game. I just don't know what video game it is. Here is the Wanderer. This is a guy holding up a cane or a pole, like, looking out. Bust. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Just like a bust of someone. Some flames around it, looks like, possibly. This is weird. So this is like, this is a painting added in, like, after all these. Like, this is the only painting they've added to the game. And I guess it's to give, like, oh, this is what you do with Wither Skulls. You put it on Soul Sand. Like, this is how it is. But if you really, like, it doesn't have a name. It is technically untitled. Like, all of these have names in the code. This is an untitled painting. Like, it's just, its ID is just Wither. And, it, like, these have names and IDs. This one just is called Wither. So, this is odd. It also looks a lot worse than a lot of these. Like, it looks bad. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of crappy. But, like, look, even the border's different. Like, I guess some of them have different borders, but even this is like a blue border around here. Just very odd. I always find this is the oddest painting. This is the other D-Aztec. They're named the same, but they have different IDs, unlike Seaside. So, D-Aztec. That's another screenshot from a CSGO map, apparently. This is Sunset Dense, which I like this. I like that it's like this like mountains or clouds and the sun's going down. I really like that one. And then we have Fighters, which is this nice like fighting game. And yeah, that is the museum. I went for this railing design. You can see down there all that. But yeah, I really like this railing design that I did up there. I like how it adds little squares, a little shape to it. I also like using smooth quartz. I'm using a lot of smooth quartz in this build. And I like this museum. This museum is a lot better than the previous one. And then I also worked a lot on finishing up down here. I still have to get some redstone blocks, which I don't think I have any on me. Still have to get a couple, but it's not the biggest deal. If you come all the way down here, we come to the map room, and I just need to light up these two. But I finished the walls, and I made the staircase. I still have this because I'm still putting in maps. Once the maps are all in, this will be closed off. And I finished the glass. There was a little bit of glass missing over there. But yeah, I need to also add the redstone lamps. I think I said that last episode. We come over here. I did a little bit of map work over here. I filled in that weird little area there. I went and did the coastline here. It's actually a fun thing that some of the original spawners that I found were right here on the coast. There's a little area, a little cove that you can go right down in. But yeah, so I've been working on just getting this all filled out and everything. I think probably next I'll do this whole area when I get the maps for it. But, I mean, it's a lot to get there. At first, I just want the continent. So, like, this is the coast. Like, I just want the continent. If there's a major ocean in between, I'd, like, you know, not want to do it. Because back in the day, there was, like, continents. If there's not, you know, we'll deal with it. But so far, there hasn't been, like, oceans around. It's that one? That making that much noise? Oceans around up there. There has been an ocean here. So, this is where I'm, like, cutting off the continent. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I mean, we're just working on everything that there is to work on. So hopefully in the next episode, we will work on the barn. If not, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to work on in this place. So the next episode, I don't know what exactly it'll be about. Maybe it'll be about the quartz forest. We finally had enough popped quartz fruit to make all the little rods so it lights up at night. That's nice. But we will see what transpires. A sheep and a cow? What is with the animals coming up here? But we will see what transpires. Let's... in the next episode, but I do really like the museum and how it turns out. Maybe we'll work on the desert village a little bit. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. It's a big world. I actually want to talk, before we go, a little bit about some other things I plan on doing. So, I recently went on a road trip across the country to see my girlfriend. It was a very fun experience, and I saw a lot of national parks, and some of that has inspired me to do some interesting things with Minecraft. And I think I want to, after this biome terraforming, which is taking a while because all the custom trees and the custom trees take forever, so maybe one day I'll just buff this out. But the next big, like, terraforming project I want to do, which I know I still have the swamp biome to finish, with all the dirt, and I still have this to finish, and that to finish, but I recently went to Zion National Park, as well as a Petrified Forest National Park, and both of those areas are very, very, very cool. Like, very cool, and I want to recreate some of them in Minecraft. I'm not sure exactly where in the world I want to do those, but just know it's on my radar that I would like to do, like, maybe this desert, because we already kind of cleared it out a bit. We do, like, a, like, pseudo mesa biome with a petrified forest, a plateau. I mean, it'll be big. It'll be bigger than whatever we do. It'll be bigger than this entire biome. And the next update too could remedy some of this stuff, because in the next update, the 1.18 one, not the 1.16, the one we're going into, the 1.15 one, a lot of things are changing with biomes, and they're less of these like little microbiomes where it's like a circle. Like, as you can see, a lot of these are just like circles. They're just like a bunch of circles put together hastily. They're actually like interchanging and morphing and, like, you know, flowing much better. So we'll see about that, but expect eventually a video on, like, okay, this is my national park world building, like terraforming project. Like, I'm going to take on a couple of those big ones coming up here soon. But, again, I would like to thank you all for watching this episode. I know this was probably a little bit longer than the last one, but it'll be good, because who knows when I'll make another one. I make these so infrequently. But I will let you guys all go. I want to say thank you all. I know I hit the wrong button. Thank you all so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. If you could, like, comment and see what you would want me to do next, maybe I'll try to prioritize that more so than the others, if you guys want to see anything. But yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching. It has been a pleasure to provide you with this entertainment. And remember to hit the like and subscribe button. And I will see you guys all on the next episode of Through the Ages.